Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in support of the Restoring Access to Medications Act, bipartisan legislation to fix yet another provision within Obamacare that defies all common sense. I have to commend my colleagues on the House Ways and Means Committee, Congresswoman Lynn Jenkins and Congressman Ron Kine, for coming together on this bipartisan legislation for the sake of getting good policy. This legislation repeals an Obamacare provision that prohibited Americans from using their pre-tax health care savings to purchase qualified over-the-counter medications. Over-the-counter treatments provide the first line of defense for minor ailments and illnesses. And as a physician, I certainly know this. Also, as a parent of 2 children, I know this quite well. We all know, Mr. Speaker, concern over the rapidly escalating cost of health care is shared on a strongly bipartisan basis. On this point, I think we all can agree. But in that same vein, ensuring Americans have access to the most appropriate care at the right time is a critical factor in curbing overutilization of health care services. In short, not every ailment or minor illness necessitates a trip to the doctor or emergency room. My colleagues across the aisle, the architects of Obamacare, have vastly underestimated the value and savings that over-the-counter treatment options provide each year to the U.S. healthcare system. Access to over-the-counter treatments is estimated to save the U.S. healthcare system and consumers $102 billion on average each year in avoided clinical and prescription medication expenditures. On average, physicians cite roughly 10% of office visits each year that could be avoided through appropriate use of over-the-counter treatment options. In my home state of Louisiana, out-of-the-pocket expenditures for health care over the past 10 years has more than doubled, with the most recent annual statewide expenditure for medications alone totaling nearly $5 billion. This is the right approach for protecting American families and seniors from some of the worst effects of Obamacare. I firmly believe allowing Americans to use their pre-tax dollars toward their out-of-pocket health care costs serves as a powerful tool to start really bending the health care cost curve in America. And that's why I urge my colleagues to support this very sensible bipartisan legislation.